Hey folks, I'm gonna see how fast I could catch a fish in every Rune Factory game.
Welcome to 2026 edition of How Fast to Catch a Fish in Rune Factory.
Just like the first time I played this, after you get the farm premise, you have to head to the beach and you can finally catch a fish. After you get the farm from Mana, Mana will give you requests to give something to Rosalind. Yeah, after you get the emery flower, the mayor of the town, Barrett will be exactly next to the cherry trees, a lost book or something that he's looking for, and then head to the church. The book will be in the middle of the seats. And then right there, Barrett will give you a fishing rod. Alright folks, to get a fishing rod in Rune Factory 3S, after you arrive in Mana's giant house, giant tree house, got all the introductions done, got the field all to yourself, sell almost anything that could help you gain enough money to afford $1,600 gold fishing rod. Finally, go to the lake in the inn, or any water place if you want to, and you could finally catch that darn elusive fish. Alright folks, to get a fish in Rune Factory Frontier, it will take quite a long time to get to actually getting the fishing rod. After you get reintroduced to Mist and the church, and then she brings you to the farm, is sleep in till the 8th. Old man that works there will be there, and then once that old man arrives, two granddaughters to help him out, aka Candy and Cinnamon. After that, and wait at the pond. If you're lucky, Cinnamon will be there. He's gonna start to go fishing. Finally catch that fish that took so long to get. It's gonna take a very long time, just like Frontier, but not that long as Frontier. All you have to do after you get your body switched, Odette takes you to the town to do meet and greets. Make sure the golem is awake. Right after the golem is awake, you have to now just go to the next island, fight the goblin pirates, and head to the altar to get the treasure map. Right after you get the treasure map, you have to find and talk to Joe. You have to get him to at least one front point to get the right dialogue to get a fishing rod, and after all that waiting, Joe will get you your fishing rod. You could head to the docks and you could finally fish a fish. Right folks, to get a fishing rod in Rune Factory 4S, it's just a request. But before we get to that request, after you fall off from a plane, then you land on a dragon, a long, lengthy talk with that dragon to get the farm, and keep doing requests from the message board or on the mailbox till you finally get the request of was it Chlorica? Yeah. After you get Chlorica's request to get a fishing rod, you can now head to the beach area or any water area that has a fish showing. Then you can finally fish a fish. Right folks, we're in Rune Factory 5. To get a fishing rod in this game is pretty much like Rune Factory 4S with getting it from requests. But after you get the fishing rod, let me tell you what you have to do first. After you save a little girl from the forest from some bees and a woolly, and then you arrive at town, and then after that you have to go to Livia that makes you a ranger, and you have to do the whole meet and greet. You have to talk to everyone for it. And then after the meet and greets are done, you can finally do the requests on the board. And it takes about a couple of requests before you can get to the one about the fishing rod. And once you got the request, you got your fishing rod, head to the beach, and now you can finally catch a fish. Finally.
I got a big one!
I have the big kahuna itself, Guardians of Azuma, and holy moly, so much hours to get this stupid fishing rod. Well, oh boy folks, this one is gonna be long, because it is long. It took me a whole, say like, how long did I complete this? A whole 12 hours to get a fish in this game. So, where do I start from here? Well, let's start where it always starts. Alright folks, to start off, to get the fishing rod in this game, you would have to complete 3 seasonal islands. Each with their own set of goals you have to do to unlock one at a time. So we're gonna start with the Spring Island, where we have to bring back the tree, the cherry tree, because that's where one of the gods of the island reside. Oh yeah, that's what we have to do. We have to heal the island and the trees so the god or goddess could appear and could help thrive the whole entire island up. So yeah, so to start off, we're in Spring Island. All we have to do is clear enough junk and gather a lot more people in the island so it could thrive and grow. Then after that, we have to head all the way through in a giant field of monsters to get to the first boss of the game, which is a giant minotaur. And after you take down that giant minotaur, you can finally get to the next island. And that's all about that. Alright, after taking down the minotaur, or horse dude, or whatever boss in Spring Village, next is you have to take down the final boss of this area, which is the evil apple tree, which you could actually see is the first monster of Rune Factory 2, and it also appeared in Rune Factory 4S as a optional boss after you beat Ambrosia, and it became the ultimate tree boss at the end of the Rune Piranha maze. So yeah, I'm so happy that they added like bosses from the older games for this. So yeah, and after that, you could finally head to the next village, aka Summer Village. Alright folks, it's time for Summer Island, and Summer Island is kind of like the first island, but instead you're saving the goddess of summer, Matsuri. What she deals with fire attacks. She's a tan flat waifu. I like her. She's spunky. Yeah, you have to save her sword and fight the boss that's guarding the sword, which is like a horse rider. Yeah, once you take down that horse rider, you head to the shrine at dark, and then the celebration ritual starts to have her pop up, and then after that, you have to do some work around the town, and then she will grant you to go to the next island, which is Fall Island, or Fall Village. So yeah, it was really short. Alright, we are at the Fall Island, and the last island before we get the fishing rod. So, the Fall Island is pretty difficult to get through. First, you have to meet the townspeople. They'll tell you to bring a movement thing for a festival, and then you go across the field to this one place where it's a huge maze. This maze, by the way, is really confusing if you don't know how to traverse it. There's a lot of tough monsters in it, so make sure you have a lot of healing items. And after that, you could finally get to the end of the maze where you fight a giant tanuki, which is that kid from the beginning, possessed maybe. But yeah, after you took them down, get the Fall Matsuri thingy thing, and then take it to town, enjoy the festival, which is really fun to watch, and then see the fall god appear right in front of your face, and then yeah, that's about it. Right after the festival, a giant bird appears, which appears to be a flying tengu. You follow this tengu all the way on the field until you're surrounded and you fight a lot of tengu-like monsters. And then after that, the fall god will appear in town. You talk to him, and now you could finally get to the Winter Island, where in the Winter Island, luckily the first thing happens is you have to find the fisher dude. And once you get introduced to the fisher dude, you finally get your fishing pole, and finally fish a fish, and this is all over.
I've got a big one!
Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma took me a total of 14 hours to get a fish, because you had to get through every single village and unlock at least half of the village to continue. So yeah, I'm finally done with how fast to catch a fish.
Please subscribe. If you don't, my general store will go out of business.
A new case just appeared. Check it out before it goes away.